5 things I took away from therapy. You are not responsible for another adult's emotions, and vice versa. Someone else is not responsible for your emotions. If someone says something nasty to you and you bite back and go below the belt, that's on you. Equally, if you set a boundary with somebody and they don't like it and are nasty or below the belt or cruel in return, that's on them and has nothing to do with you. They're not a child. You are not there to regulate their emotions for them, to put yours in jeopardy. This is one for the people pleasers. You are allowed to rest. You're allowed to say, I'm so sorry. Actually, don't say I'm so sorry. You're allowed to say, I cannot make that because I just need to rest. Or, no, I don't have another plan, but I just really need an evening into myself. And that is an answer in itself. You don't have to people please or spread yourself thin for others. Boundaries are a form of self-love. Now, I'm not saying your boundaries are gospel and everybody has to follow them. However, you are allowed, if you're getting asked a lot upon, to say, I can't do X, Y, Z, but I'm happy to do this. Other people don't have to respect them, but if you want to uphold them for your own self-preservation, that's okay. And if someone doesn't align with your boundaries, it's okay to say that this relationship isn't for me. You can rewrite the way that you deal with things. If something traumatized you in your past and that's the reason that you give a response in the way that you do, you can rewrite that. You figure out what those triggers are, and then you are given the tools to deal with that in a more adult, calm, collected, positively communicated way. For example, I dealt with a fair amount of conflict when I was younger, so I am a big people pleaser. This is something that I am trying to actively work on, but I was basically trying to keep the peace at home. So when anything would go wrong, I would basically pander to the person to try and please them and make them happy so that the conflict would stop. And you can see me do this in life now. If I see that someone's uncomfortable or upset, I will try and people please them to try and get out of an awkward situation of someone not feeling great or like having to make someone else feel better. You can hold on to 2 things at once. You can still love somebody and know that they're not right for you. You can be grateful but still feel overwhelmed at the same time. Emotions aren't black and white, and you can and probably will feel 2 things at once. You're gonna have good weeks and bad weeks. You're gonna have weeks where you feel absolutely fine and weeks where you wanna just crumble back into your old self. That's okay too. Healing and recovering from something isn't a straight line. You're gonna do this. And the sooner you realize that, the easier it's gonna be to heal. I've got loads more of these because I had some really fun times. If you need some big sister support or advice, you know where I am.